so generous, letting us talk here because we could definitely do that. We could turn this into a whole podcast situation. We've done our prep, and there's so much. We didn't even know how this veto was going to go. We spent like 45 minutes trying to figure out
we were going back and
how
forth.
Does this even work. But we've landed here on Breeze, as you can see, for the first map of this incredible best of 3 between Sentinels and Team Liquid. Sean, talk to me. What do we have here off the bat?
Yeah, well, like they mentioned on the desk, you know, Dapper switching off of the Cypher back onto the Killjoy. This is what we're used to. This is the comp we've seen Liquid on recently. They're 3-0 on Breeze since the start of September, and this right here is the 0 point for the elbow push. This is something you'll see Solkas throw all game. So they're just spreading out across the map, Dan. We're going to have a slow pistol around here. Both teams respecting the push. And actually, Sick is prodding into aim in. Dapper's pushing down.
Yeah, we have that K push, and Neveri's going to see this. How much challenging does he want to do? He's actually feeling quite confident in taking these jiggles. Does have some support there, as we can see. Soulcast also good for that. And they're going to actually push back the Sentinels' aggression. And 1 minute, 15 seconds left, and it can be a complete reset. As we can see right now, Team Liquid can go anywhere.
Exactly, and this is how Team Liquid likes to play in this meta. They like to use the 0 point early, and then right as it recharges, they'll slam into the site. Now, Dapper cannot get hit by this. All of his utility will be lost.
He's playing very close. He might be first contact. Has himself a TENS playing the pyramids as well, so that's certainly good backup. He is a menace with the Sheriff, and already tapping away. They'll see the aggression from Team Liquid as they start to try to make their way forward. They've managed, of course, to get Link up in the halls as well, so we'll have to keep an eye on him a bit later as he gets activated. But there's that first headshot from TENS as Team Liquid try to force their way forward, but getting the spike down, it's going to take a lot of fighting, and Sentinels are giving all the fights, denying the door entry from Link. He's been taken out of the action until he is the last player standing, and he's got no teammates here left. Unfortunate for Link, but of course, amazing for Sentinels.
Exactly, and the in-game leader was the one doing it. Shaz falls there, and Link finds 2, Dan. He's now in a 1-on-2. 8 seconds left on the clock. Not nearly enough time to pick up this spike. Whew. Crispy shots, though, coming in from the Sentinel player over there on Team Liquid. Link gonna save this ghost, unfortunately, going into the next round. And that's a very strong
and confidence victory going further into the tournament. So hugely important matchup here. And we're going to get the aggression from TENS in mid.
But the 0 point doesn't catch him. I don't think they're going to be aware of TENS in this insane off angle. He's in the middle of mid.
Comes the Trailblazer for some information. Scream spotted. Again, just some pistols. I say some pistols. There's 4 Sheriffs. We know how deadly they can be, but the headshot machine will receive a headshot from the aim machine.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, they kind of both are.
That's very true. What a matchup in that sense. The star power on both teams is going to be very entertaining across this series. And
oh, this is interesting, Dan, because Yampi has lurked past that alarm bot that Dapper placed in the halls. Oh,
got the spike
find an opening here. But this is important for later rounds. If Dapper keeps placing this alarm bot here, Yampi, who's actually the in-game leader of Liquid, just found out something really important in the setup.
See how that comes to play into the future rounds. Something we'll certainly be keeping our eye on as we see the prime getting flawless there coming through from Sentinels. Zam, I don't think he's going to be super static.
Yeah, but that one was very easy for Sentinels. The prime giving flawless on the eco, and right off the bat, that's that aggressive KO knife we were talking about earlier. Just spreading out across the map though, but TENS is looking for this, Dan.
And he might just get it. Oh, Soulcast quicker to that one though. And that is the Orb 1. You can see Sig was there, ready to try to set up a trade. He actually finds it. He knows that he is not going to be good for any more there. Falls back behind the walls, so they do come out in the 4 versus 4 here. They have just Spectres here. Of course, Sentinels on their bonus, let's remember. As Team Liquid looking to pressure the A site, but not fully committed just yet. But that's about to change as they start to press forward. Oh no, that's unfortunate for Sick.
Liquid stalling out right now. The arrow immediately broken, but Dapper is taken out. Danny swings.
And that's the opening that Team Liquid were waiting for. Got the 4 versus 3 now, and it's going to take something quite crazy, I would expect, from Shazam. Again, they're just on Spectres.
Dan, they've all rotated here. All 3 Sentinels players are in this site right now.
And that's a big frag to get, and Zoms gets opened up as well, playing off of Shazam, and somehow with the Spectres, they are finding these kills. And now it's going to have to be up to the gunfight. Soulcast takes down one. The trade again from Shazam as he wraps around the corner, looking for the next one, just toying with Link. He could play the time, but Link is going to get a challenge, and he is looking good for it this time. 2-1, or 1-2, I should say, as Team Liquid pick up their first.
To thrive in this series.
On the first gun, it looks like actually we're going to see Liquid going for a fast play into B.
They have the null command. There it is, Dan.
There's an ult command, but Tens is on the other end. He's got the operator in hand. He's looking for the first opponent. Somso around the corner with the Spectre. Takes down two. They can't get through the choke point. This is a huge problem. They commit in. And there's so much damage from Zom. And now there's just Link left. The Lurk. The Spike, though, down in the choke point as Link tries to rotate around. But they know that he has to come into this position. They spotted him. And Shazam is going to take his head off. Sentinels defend. And Team Liquid, they try to surprise them. But that did not work out. Preemptively dropping the snake bite, that is so suggestive that they were expecting that and wanted to bust that timing. They knew the KO ult was up. So Sentinels, they read it completely. I think you're totally right.
Look at this. Liquid's economy's broken, Dan. They're scrambling right now. Probably just going to use this round to talk about things. They don't really have much to work with other than the Sheriff on Scream. He's a couple orbs away from Bladestorm still. And if you look, Sick has gotten pushed up at B thanks to Zoms, guarding that window location. They have a cool little bait setup going, but this is certainly coming at A towards Dapper.
Yeah, time to make some money with Dapper, or perhaps farm the lockdown. Really getting a spike planted would be a victory, getting the bonus money, getting a couple kills. Small goals, we'll see if they can achieve any of them here. Team Liquid on the attack. For that plant, it's looking like it's going to go down. A bit risky to try to stop that from happening. So Sentinels will give it, and Shazam is going to just get himself a double with the shock dart, of course.
Now Liquid locked out of this site, and how do they defend this spike?
Actually getting through the poison orb, but they are going to take that damage, and that's actually created some problems. They have time to work with. They don't have to rush this one. There are some more peaks coming through. Liquid trying to defend this, and Sick will hold it down. So 2 kills, a spike planted. That's actually a pretty great result, honestly.
That's a very successful eco right there for Liquid, especially because Tens is going to have to reinvest in shields as well. So
and same thing with Sentinels. 4 ults came online for them, but here we go. Tens holding down the Hall's position, and he's so damn good. Takes down Scream instantly. That's the problem. 5 versus 4 advantage, and there we get the Blind Hunter's Fury coming in. That's not going to find anything, though. And 1 minute, 20 seconds left, and Team Liquid looking to see what they can find here. Some forward ground game, but Tens on the angle. He's just waiting for it. Another freebie for Tens.
Yeah, the young superstar is really finding his form in this series. He started off a little slow against Furia, but that is definitely not the case today.
Yeah, I think playing against an opponent like this, well, I'll hold that form for now because Tens, he will be put to the test once more. And Soulcast almost found a timing there, but Tens cannot be denied. And he'll take a third one. He's having a lot of fun right now, and Team Liquid.
Ooh, and Sick actually just used the Seekers as well, Dan. They just went right up to Navarre, and he broke them both. So Sentinels knows where both of these players are. See Tens looking for his fourth.
He wants to take everybody down. He's pretty happy to go so aggressive as to go for that deep peek, and that's just showing the confidence, and that's what you need to see from Tens, of course. We've seen it all tournament long so far. 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, and this was an important one for Sentinels, and the reason why you know that is the instant double ult at the start of the round, right? They know this is Liquid's first buy. If they can win this round, they can kind of snowball the half. Liquid's going to take 2 guns in, right? So it's not a perfect round, but that's why you would use so much utility. People probably wonder, why is Sick using those Seekers? I mean, they're in, what, like a 2-on-4?
This is the Sentinels factor, and we'll go into that a little bit more in a moment as we get round 7 kicked off here.
The 0 point breaks the drone and notifies them that Tens is there as well. That's a lot of information going Team Liquid's way. How are they going to use it, though?
Looks like they may be looking to contact into A again. We don't have much weaponry here. It is the Bladestorm for Scream. A couple rifles saved from the previous rounds. That That is quite a nasty timing, isn't it?
They're going to play this round very loose, Dan. It looks like they want to walk out dry into this A site and look for fights.
Oh, Tens he's certainly ready. The wall will allow them to gain some ground into the site.
Feel the tension building.
Oh, couple pings there from the recon, and Scream's looking for it with the updraft. Won't quite catch anything though. Storms is close, able to punish. Ten's looking for his first target, but not quite sure where to look, and in that time gets taken out, and it's working here. This contact play is looking good, and just to seal the deal, we get the Viper's pick coming in. Oh, that's a nasty one from Soulcast. And they have denied every single rotation. Great round there. Looks like the contact worked out very nicely indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to have the Viper throwing a poison orb up in A halls. And some quick defaulting over here, getting Soulcast, you know, that null command over at short.
Yeah, we've got the aggression and halls this time though, because we've got Tens with the support of Shazam. And now Tens is holding the angle to allow Shazam to get deep. And we haven't seen this look just yet, so we'll have to see how that affects this, because we get Liquid trying to scale into that A site. They're getting the same positioning as the previous round, but the difference is Shazam's timing on the flank. But Shazam's on a very good timing here on this flank. He's going to be absolutely key as he starts to walk up now. He's going to be able to find one. Oh no, the jiggle from Nevera is going to go. Oh no, it gives the game away. However, on the front of it, the rest of Sentinels are charging forward, finding success in their engagements. Just Link and Nevera left now to try to secure this one. Oh, Tens over the top with that updraft is creating way more pressure towards A main, but Nevera stands tall, but Sick with an insane flick finds the kill, and Tens on the defuse plenty of time. Sentinels, they've absolutely crushed it.
Wow, a couple fluff shots coming in. I guess, you know, Nevera kind of had that coming to him based on how Shaz whiffed on him. So, man, was that a good hold by Sentinels.
And now Tens is going to apply his operator towards the A main position. It's a push, though. 3-player investment from Sentinels to take forward control. How deep are they going to go? They're going to pick up the orb and fall back. And we've got the A halls push coming through. Soulcast. Yampy. Okay, they lose Soulcast deep.
Oh, Sick is actually going to use the Trailblazer to re-clear this out. Dan, so intelligent from Sentinels. We've seen this lurk punish teams.
Soulcast does get out of there, though. It looks a bit sketchy for a moment.
Liquid right now spread out across the map. Link has lurked his way into elbow, and Sentinels has fallen off of the 4-player A setup they started with. So Liquid's base default doing a great job at manipulating the rotations. And now they're going to get this nice 3-on-1 against Dapper.
Are they going to try to set up Link here? As they start to pressure forward. They don't have much time, really. So they might just have to go for the full commit, indeed, onto the A sites. Comes the Hunter's Fury to try to remove these defensive players, but Shazam taking down two key players. But Yampy has got a 2-piece himself, but Ten still alive at the backside with that operator in hand. Low HP, but he wants to keep the angles held. Waiting out the Cloudburst, or the recon with the Cloudburst. Oh, Yampy! 3K for him now, 2 versus 2, 10 seconds spike has to go down, and it will, just in the nick of time. But in that time, we'll see Sentinels closing the distance, moving closer. Great shot there from Flick, down to Yampy now, looking for the ace here. Yampy with operator trying to skate his way back into a better angle, swapping out for the Phantom, dodges the flash. And he's found, he's found it, Yampy with the ace! Unbelievable series of kills from Yampy to pull Liquid back in. Blast, the recon, everything.
Wow, what a round from Yampy. You can see Sentinel's economy is kind of on the brink right now. Dapper on the Spectre.
And there's no odds for either team right now as well.
No, and this is definitely going to be a P-pop, Dan. Link lurking up elbow. But again, Zombs shuts them down right away.
That's why they haven't been going for the P-pops. However, Scream's going to get in there trying to create space for his team, but Sick, he doesn't care at all. He's going to just put an end to all of that aggression around that choke point, and they can collect the spike, but they've been sent back, tail between legs, in a 3 versus 5 with no answer, no response to this initial defense.
The situation grows tougher and tougher, but Yampy, he's the one player that can bust them out of this, Dan. 4-on-3 right now in Sentinel's favor, but keep in mind this is Breeze and the rotations are massive. Link and Soulcast lurking together in a pack right now into middle. They're going to find Dapper.
Yampi's feeling the game so well right now. I just knew the info jump peek would come in.
Left.
Sentinels want to confirm the rotation, and once again, a peek for information gets punished as Soulcast takes down Shazam in mid. 20 seconds though, they have to get the spike through that position on B main. And on the other end of it is going to be Sick. Backside, Sick can win this round for Sentinels. Tenz is looking to make it difficult as well. They can't get the spike across. It's got to be on Yampy again, but Sick has the position. Sprays down Yampy, and there's nothing left to do here for Link. Extra damage perhaps, but no. Dapper shuts it out. And it's another round in the bag for Sentinels.
Oh, Yampy getting the round as close.
Show some cracks, but we'll see what they can do. Couple rounds left in the first half. And it is going to be a hero rifle. Nevera picking up the Vandal.
Sick has pushed B, and he is right behind Link right now.
That is not a good look for Team Liquid.
Oh, Sick is backing up. Having second thoughts about it. Meanwhile, on Team Liquid, Dan, I think one of the biggest problems they've had this game is they can't find a way for Scream to get activated. He's had 0 success so far this game.
Yeah.
So I think Liquid moving forward in this particular map needs to probably do a better job of utilizing their utility to get him the fights he needs.
Zom's getting some info around Elbow right now, and he's mostly being left to his own devices towards B. We'll get Sick rotating back. And there's the Seekers, just to absolutely make sure that they don't get caught off here. This should be a guaranteed round. This should be 8 for Sentinels. And the Seekers tell them what they need to know. 40 seconds. Liquid really looking for an overextension, but it's not happening just yet. Oh, a toxic screen set up by Nevera towards the A site to kind of offer a fake. But given the fact that Dapper's in front of the wall, that fake is not going to work out. But that is a shot and a half from Link. And they're just going to have to split on the B site, and they've got to pray that they hit the shots here. The flash, though, onto poor Scream. However, Sentinels still looking to control this one, but Spike will go down.
Spike planted.
3v3. Spectre collected by Link. Weapon superiority for sure, but look at that flank through spawn from Link with the Spectre. Not the ideal weapon, but can he find a timing? Oh, he might be able to. He's got to be so careful. He wants to get closer with that Spectre. He needs to guarantee the frags. Can he make it happen? Yes, he can. Takes down one. The second, he's patient, but no. Dapper denies Link. And Nevera coming into the back can't deny the lockdown. And Sentinels, that was way scarier than you would ever have imagined. They had to burn Seekers and the lockdown to secure that round.
By the skin of their teeth, right? And it looked like it was in the bag early. It looked like they had such a positional advantage, especially when this...
8-3 though, and we're into the next round here, and it is a full buy.
Revealing area.
Scream faking the updraft up in halls. Has second thoughts backing out, and again, Liquid going into this A site. They've been shut down at B so much, Dan. It's becoming one-dimensional.
Shaz looking to watch over the Hall's position. Ten's backside A. I feel like they are feeling an A exec from Team Liquid with the way that they're set up at the moment.
Absolutely, and with the null command and Yampy's Hunter's Fury, this is going to be very explosive, and Tenz is going to have to fight till his death.
And now, utility comes in. Tenz looking to activate around the pyramids, looking for the first one. Little ping there from the recon. Can he find anything with the operator? No! Nevera shuts down Tenz in the madness of this take, and Team Liquid have put their opponents in a huge disadvantage. 5 versus 3 in favor of them. Make it a 5 versus 2. Shazam and Zoms is all that's left. Trying to thirst on the KO. That's just hilarious. And I mean, Shazam gets the kill. Was it worth it? What can Zoms do here? What can Zoms do? Last round of the first half, has to go for it. Can he get some better stats at least? Drops into the side, I think, the first duel. And it will be denied by Yampy, who better. 8-4 at the end of the first half here in this best-of-3 series between Sentinels and Liquid. Sentinels coming out in this series looking hot.
Yeah, this is a Sentinels we haven't seen for a long time, Dan. We didn't see them in Berlin last event, and now spread out in a base default a lot like how Liquid was on their attack side. They just want to wait things out, make sure they don't get hit by that 0 point. All of the info goes Liquid's way. Just going to let all of the crazy nonsense at the start of the round happen, and then they're going to make their push probably at around 1 minute on the clock.
Tens with his signature sheriff. You wouldn't want it any other way. Scream as well. The other resident headshot machine on the other team, also with the sheriff. Again, you wouldn't want it any other way. We'll get the drone coming through now for info towards A, clear out some of those positions, but it gets broken by the 0 point. Love to see that. What a great counter.
It was a fantastic counter. Scream on the jet, close enough to hear the drone, tells Solkis exactly when to throw that 0 point, and no info is received for Sentinels.
Here's the sheriff around the mid doors, so Sentinels starting to amble their way towards B. But the setup on B is certainly dangerous. We've got both Link and Nevera. That's the Cypher and Viper combination.
Indeed, and it looks like Elbow was open, but as you can see by that cam, it wasn't. But Yompi's pushed through A, hauls down, and found Sick.
And that's going to speed things up for Sentinels.
Yeah, that was their only A pressure.
They basically have no option but to just go for it at this point. And they know that they are being expected. They're just going to have to hit the headshots. As pistol rounds go, and it's all Team Liquid on the headshots. I mean, on everything in this round. They really just, they force Sentinels to a bad hand.
It didn't seem close.
We know that Team Liquid likes double operator setups, but so much more to talk about that a little bit later as we get into it, because Scream with that Marshall looking for it here, but it looks like Dapper may have evaded this. Surely Scream will find him, though. It's just a classic at that range. Scream will have time to react as if Scream goes deeper, and he very well might. Dapper's so ready.
Yeah, so patient. This is, even if Scream came on his screen, it's still a hard frag to get with a classic from this distance without Scream turning and just
I need to know the answer, Sean. Scream,
yes,
please.
I know.
Keep going.
I don't think we're going to get it because there's prodding around this A site. Yeah. Shaz working his way up A halls any second now.
The drone comes through defensively from Yampi as he looks for that A main vision. And they actually, Sentinels dodged the drone vision. So right now, Liquid's still in the dark.
Oh man, this is so wild.
Sweating
the patience on screen. He knows that turret's still there. He can still hear it. He knows the Killjoy's close. He just has no idea where.
Some sound cues. Dapper's going to hear that one.
30
that might be a timing
left.
for Dapper to start lurking up. We'll have to see. Yeah, exactly. Dapper's moving up, and that's going to force a dash out from Scream, but he wants this kill. But he has to defend the A site. He's got to help his teammates out. There's a timing for Dapper to come in, and Team Liquid are hitting the frags hit, but it's looking a bit scary. Nice one from Scream there with the Marshall, the no-scope coming forward as he keeps it on running. And it looks like at the end, with all said and done, 3 players survive, no spike planted, actually ends up being okay.
Something we saw in the Furious series. He overbought second and ends up with a Guardian on third.
All you need to do is click on heads, so...
Arrow top mid and a turret to hold that door push. This is a default that Sentinels is running towards the B site.
And we already see the problem for Sentinels on the attack here. B is locked down with Cypher and Viper, and the KO Jet combo on A is kind of how Liquid like to play this.
Yeah, this B site is loaded with utility. Like you mentioned, we have the Viper wall, we have all of the Cypher util, we have a Sova that could quick rotate in Yompi. But Sentinels is going through elbow. They're going to get spotted by the cam first, and how does Liquid respond?
This is so scary for Sentinels. Walking into all of this utility, like you said, loaded. There's that poison orb. Drone goes forward, it's going to catch Nevera, but they can't punish him. Already discern too much from that information. They're going to force their way forward here and see what they can do into this B site. So far, he keeps for those entries still. Able to get back sight, but here comes the wraparound from Link. Able to take down Shazam, another one. The Spectre really doing a great job, but Link is just clotheslining these players from Sentinels. And Liquid are quickly back on the board. 1 round. Again, you know, the pushes from Scream. You've got the support from Soulcast, the 0 point to stuff any early drones or util, or any fast pushes. So they can play the delay game, and also play the KO out into mid as well if necessary.
And again, Sentinels is just looking to keep their default centered around mid. It looks like mid is going to be a focal point for them against Liquid in this matchup.
Sentinels trying to, they're going to have to really, I wonder actually if they're going to be able to find the right approach for this setup, and we'll talk about that a little bit more as we see exactly how now as this maneuver towards A, how that works here for Sentinels. Looking for just an overextension, a Sheriff headshot, some Marshall tags, soften them up. Oh, but you know what? They're going to go straight into it. The flash play, that's backfired. That's the overextension the Sentinels are looking for. 5 versus 4 now for them as they have an opportunity. They put up the wall. The reactions here, the rotations in from Sentinels, rather from Team Liquid. Team Liquid, okay, they're finding great success with the rifles. Soulcast! Oh, he's owning them right now. That could have been so much worse here. So much worse.
Yeah, absolutely. But we've seen that time and time again so far in this half, Dan. We see Sentinels have success finding the first blood. Even last time they had
sights as well. So we're expecting something a bit different now from Sentinels, but Liquid might try to expose it. They've got 4 players towards A early on. So Viper's come over. They're anticipating a heavy A push on Liquid. And they're ready for this. Seekers go forward, the mid push through the doors. Again, it feels like Liquid expected this. They're ready for it.
Oh god, this flash,
Quick
Dan.
Underhanded flash over the top here. They are taking away the door position from Sentinels. Sentinels looking to reset in this gaps. They know there's gaps. We actually have Dapper going up towards mid-nest.
Oh, the 4v4, Dan, but Sentinels has no smokes. The controller's arms taken out early. And this is that lurk I was looking for. Dapper is active. He's going to find Link here, but who wins the battle?
This is so important. Oh, he's going to have just a slight advantage, Dapper.
And just like that, Dan, I think he's questioning rolling into the site, but immediately the Viper utility is activated. The 0 point comes in. That's so much info for Dapper. He's faking this site with his ult. And Sentinels, they're going A.
But the Soulcast is at back B, so he can call this. He knows it's a fake immediately. Surely this lockdown is not going to sell this one. All the information's there for Soulcast. But actually still, it looks like Liquid not sure.
30 seconds left.
Sentinels are playing it so slow towards A that they thought it was actually a double fake, I think, Sean. And they get a free A side because of it.
Wow.
The mind game.
Maybe a bit lucky there. Dapper now nested up in middle, has the turret at elbow to hold his flank. This is going to be a very, very difficult retake for the Liquid members.
They have been clean and sharp on some of their headshots.
Look how much they have to clear. They have no idea how advanced these Sentinels players could be. There's so much to worry about. From halls to mid to deep spawn. You know, they could be anywhere.
And even the flank.
Yes, Dapper could have been at elbow the whole time. He just did a lockdown there.
And you can see Soulcast is looking for that. So they respect it. They respect, just like you say, all of that space that was gained by Sentinels. And that's such a crazy... That's like so much about timings. The fact that Sentinels didn't just roll straight into the A site off of the lockdown, thinking that the lockdown would automatically...
Dan, how can Sentinels keep doing that, right? That was one round after that tack timeout. They're going to need to build some here.
Yeah. And they were expected. The play that they had made was expected as well. So it's a good recovery from their mid-round.
Ten's dodged that 0 point. I don't know if they're aware he could be this close yet.
It's quite a nasty angle. That's a very deep angle into that B connector. So we'll see how that plays out. Yampy with the drone. I don't know that he spotted Tens with that, actually. Oh no, Dapper tagged and fragged by that drone. Hunter Shuri combo. However, Shazam has a Hunter Shuri of his own. He might use that to clear out the position around the pyramids here for this A attack, and they do have a split from Tens. He's managed to find... Oh no! Tens! No. Oh my god, I can't believe what I just saw. Soulcast takes down Tens, and maybe that's the best chance gone right now for Sentinels. Can they recover? Hunter's Fury sent forward, but it doesn't push the players off of pyramids. Shazam able to take down Scream. Might be able to claim some space, but they still can't work their way through. Oh, they have been completely stopped here. Great defense from Liquid. Unbelievable moment from Tens, though. That is not what you expect to see. That's the turn in the match that Liquid needed.
In them.
Oh, that's a rough one.
They are grouped back towards this heavy util B site, and guess what? Liquid has brought Scream over.
Yeah, Liquid really reading this very well. They're ahead of what Sentinel's adjustments are. They know what the adjustments are going to be. And this comes down to pure firepower now from someone like Tens. Blazestorm in hand. Because as we said, Liquid, they know what's coming. They're set up for it. difference is made with the star players. Ten's jiggling. It's going to find some information. Drone down halls to make sure that that position works.
Ten's trying everything in his power to get an updraft at a distance far enough away where the player can't hear it. Tried the one for doors, tried the one for nest. Finds nothing, so they're going to go back actually into this A site. And Dan, it's a totally different setup now. Yampi is here with the operator as well as Soulkiss on the KO. Sentinels hasn't dealt with this yet, and I don't think they're going to be aware that there's an op here, especially after the early battle with Tens.
Here comes the drone.
30
Yampi
seconds
on
left.
the side doesn't concern himself with that one though. We've got null commands and Yampi just shoots 10 straight in the chest. Soulcast holds it down as well. Beautiful stuff. And there's nothing really that is possible here. I don't think the Sentinels, there's no time to get the spike planted at this point. So what is the objective? Dapper's going to take down Link. Can they save the guns at least? Looks like they might be able to, but that cloud burst actually, I think, saves Sick. It's going to get out of there with that gun. And there it is, Team Liquid, 10 rounds to Sentinels 9. Sentinels not having any hope here. And Sean, it is a strategy.
The KO is absolutely obliterating these A hits from Sentinels, and they have nothing at B.
KO stonks rising. We've got the fast version.
Oh
Looks
dear,
like
3 of them hit, but Zom's utility stays up. That's huge.
this is what we're talking about. That 0 point so effective at stuffing these timings on these early A hits. But there comes that Viper's Pit. We'll see what can happen behind that one. Sick able to take down Soulcast at the very least. Spike goes down. We haven't seen many of those. Lurk around. Oh! The snake bite double damage shock dart. You'd love to see that. 4 versus 3 Sentinels looking in good stead here. He does have a neural theft if you can find a body for that. But that Viper's Pit is so difficult to deal with. Spamming in, and he actually gets lucky, Yampi. And there's a Viper's Pit to counter the Viper's Pit. Yampi charging forward. Oh, as he follows the Viper's Pit around the circumference of it. That's beautiful work from him. And somehow Team Liquid doing all the damage. That's absolute, just such amazing work from them. And they have time for this.
They do have time.
I can't believe that they managed to make that work,
What a
Sean.
retake, Dan. I can't believe it.
Just like following the Viper's
That
Pit
was
as it
so
expanded,
smart.
it covered him in the Viper's Pit of his opponent.
Default is going. They've had enough of this A site. It's treated them terribly.
Trailblazer up. Elbow into mid. So that early mid pressure and control hasn't actually been a focus for Liquid, really. They've given it in many rounds. Be quite interesting to see if Tens can get into the nest, but you can see that Scream has a great angle to cover for that. And Yampi as well. Back B with that operator takes down Tens. That's not
This feels
good.
desperate, Dan. This
It
feels
does.
real desperate. Sentinels is roaming around the map and just praying Tens gets a kill. I don't like this look right now for if you're a Sentinels fan.
I was really hoping that Tens would find his way into the nest, but as that is a hole. However, we do have a deep position and Zoms on holes. But how would they use this position?
Blocking sight.
Scream winning that battle a little bit. Sick actually left at 38 HP.
I think Zoms is looking to push through here. Through the holes. He's found himself the trip.
Yampi's holding this though, Dan. So if he actually pushes through, oh dear.
Oh, he knows though, he's
30
got the angles. He
seconds left.
has such good model awareness, player model awareness, able to jiggle out the operator from that distance. It's falling back, and in the meantime, we get the B split coming through. It's going to require every single player to hit their shots here for Sentinels, but Scream off to a good start there for Team Liquid. Certainly such a strong setup. Shazam, Sick, strike back, one player backside Link. He can end this, they line up, but still, they take him down very quickly indeed. Very little time, but just enough to get the spike planted. Unbelievable recovery here for Sentinels, but it's not over just yet.
Dan. He has everything. And those flashes are lethal through this Viper Toxin wall.
And there's the recon. He's going to get... Oh, he doesn't get pinged by it.
Oh.
Now the util coming into play there. There's the frag grenade, but gets absolutely dropped by Shazam and Sentinels.
Wow.
Again, you put their backs against the wall, and you have to keep your guard.
That's what they were built on,
Yeah.
but the game has moved past that.
It would be great to see them find ways to like destroy the Cypher trip with shock darts. Try to find ways to open up control around holes and mid-nest perhaps, but Similar approach to the previous rounds.
Seekers are out right now at elbow, Dan. Tens is right behind them with Sig.
There's a Hunter's Fury as well to really send it towards spawn. That should be able to help them deal with these players, but Link anchoring there eventually. Looking to try to escape this position. Oh my god, how has he done that? He's taken down 4 players by himself, and now it's down to Dapper to do exactly the same. 2 players quickly oncoming from spawn, and he can't defeat Scream. That's 12 now for Team Liquid, as they have put Sentinels on the ropes.
Oh my god, absolute legend play right there from Link.
But we're back into it here. This could be the last round unless Sentinels find another way to deal with this, and their buy is atrocious. Zoms.
Oh damn, this is the lockdown breaking darts. He's waiting for the, is he waiting for the lockdown? Oh.
Well, there's a suppression, so he knows that he has to wait to line it up.
Oh, Dan, I think Yampi's gonna do it.
There it is. There's one.
Killjoy's everywhere, molding right now.
Oh no, there's nothing. There's nothing.
Oh,
that you can
it didn't work.
Oh, it didn't.
He didn't shoot the second one.
Why didn't he shoot the second? Oh, okay, that's interesting. But either way, we've got the Sentinels right now in the A side, but not with the spike. Zoms is in cave. He's got to get across with a spike. That's. I mean, they were waiting for the wall to come up just to make this completely safe.
No
There
more
comes the next
ults
shot done.
remaining on Sentinels. They're gonna have to fight their way out of this. Oh dear, all 3 of those players suppressed, Dan.
Now, Liquid starting to get closer and closer, but Sentinels defending, taking those fights as Team Liquid try to cross those positions and close the distance, opening themselves up. Sentinels having some early success here. Soulcast, though, there's the quick flash around the toxic screen! That's insane from Soulcast! Takes Tenz's head right off and is now just down to Zoms. 1 versus 3, there is a time concern here. Zoms, there it is, there's a snake bite. Can he stop this? Is the snake bite going to be enough? It is going to deny this one for now. And there goes the flashing. He's going to... Oh! That is Zoms! He's pulled it out of the bag out of nothing! Zoms, 1 versus 3. Sentinel's not dead just yet. A classic. Okay, if there is not a round to rally the team behind, I don't know what could be better than that.
Look at the money, Dan. Scream has the Blade Storm, but Soulcast only has a Spectre. They are running right into Link right now.
Oh, and they're going to take him down straight away, straight into the back B side. We've never seen such success from Sentinels here. And Ten's elevated position. Will they expect this? Oh, does he see the head? Oh, no, he doesn't! Scream comes in! And how much more damage can he do? Well, he's up against that Viper's Pit. The drone, though, can it find the tag in the Viper's Pit? It's found one, but that's not the Viper. Scream, how many can he get here? Trying to find his way through to the backside, but he will be deflected by Zoms. Sentinels looking to earn that overtime. Just Yampy and Soulcast left against 4 players. Here goes Soulcast. He's been fantastic, but he goes down straight away. Up to Yampy now. He's been so impactful. Recon not finding any freebies there for him, and Sentinels, they bring us to overtime. They look dead maybe 3 or 4 times in this game, but they're still in it.
They were on life support right there, Dan. I cannot be Liquid on attack in a long time, Dan. So I think they might spread out, and that's what they're doing right now. They're in a base setup, just waiting for any pushes, and look at this. Sick is going to give it to him. He's pushing B right now.
Very passive, but look at the passive approach here has allowed Sick to go very deep, and he's not being discovered.
He had a good timing too, Dan.
Oh, that's such a good read of the timing, just to know that he has this for free.
Oh, you can feel the potential. They're both teams just so passive and quiet right now.
Oh, but they're going to walk into the angle, aren't they? And Sick is right there. He's right there, ready and waiting. Just goes for the first kill. He's just ready for the trade frag. Where is it? Oh, the whole flash is going to actually flash Soulcast, and Sick rather has full HP still.
And he's trying to get out.
And he's trying to get more info as well. The spike is toward B, and they're moving into A at the same time.
Oh,
can they pull rotation to A here, Team Liquid?
This lurk from Link is huge, Dan. Yampy's in the site, and Sentinels has no idea.
Oh, this is a toxic screen into the B site, and Link picks up the kill onto Tens. Mass confusion against Sentinels as a spike makes his way back to A. Oh my goodness. Liquid finding every headshot here now, Sean, as Zoms is in a 1 versus 3. He's totally out position.
That's insane. We went from a 3-on-5 to a 1-on-3, Dan. The Liquid lurks. Team Lurkwood out here, lurking into the A site, punishing the Sentinels over rotation. Great play from the in-game leader, Yampy, paired up with Link. Vera, Viper's Pit down, and Zoms has a lot to do.
Psalms making his way forward. It's a pure guessing game. As he gets closer, and there we go. Timing there. Yampy picks it up. And Liquid, they earned the hell out of that round. Going down, as you say, 3
hauls. We have yet to see that come out of Sentinels.
But here we go. We're back in the action once again. Can Sentinels tie it up, or will Liquid take the first map here? Breeze in his best of 3.
Trailblazer sees Scream over here at this A site. That gives them a lot of info, and he's tagged by the drone, and he's down!
Oh, he goes shot out of the sky by TenZ. And now a 5 versus 4 advantage. They will realize, Sentinels, there's enough delay that there will be a rotation from Team Liquid. Looking to just slowly scale into the A site. They're checking their flank as well. Soulcast providing presence for Team Liquid around the pyramids. There's a frag grenade that will shut down the spy plant. It'll have to be moved. Toxic Screen now runs out of gas. Now it's going to open up some more duel opportunities here. Once again, Soulcast keeping that pressure up high, but I think the Toxic Screen up again just to deny it. And now Sentinels have that plant. Ivera looking for a timing around the side, but Shazam with the lurk. Can he find it? Yes, he can. And they need it right now. Sentinels need this from Shazam. He takes out another one. Now they get one man to the good. Sick finds his opportunity, pushing forwards. Pressure from all sides against Link, but he takes down Sick. And it's the 1v1. The in-game leader, Shazam. Can he come out here for Sentinels? They need this to tie this one up. Spike down on the ground. Link playing the time game. Hopping up. Looking for the timing to go for the swing! He takes it for Team Liquid! What a 1v1 from him against the in-game leader of Sentinels. Sentinels, it was such an impressive rally back from such a desperate position, but in the end, Team Liquid held their mental, they held their ground, they came back, and they got one map in the bag in this best of 3.
I'm at a loss for